¡Yogurín!
Hola a todos. Entonces, ¿para ser un vengador hay como pruebas?
No hagas nada que haría yo. Ni tampoco nada que no haría yo.
El mundo está cambiando. Es hora de que cambiemos nosotros.
Hay gente que se encarga de estas cosas.
Ahora podré demostrar lo que valgo.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Finally some good news. Some new International Spider-Man footage just focusing more on the villain team-up, so I'll explain their backstories, but it's also Stan Lee's birthday today. In honor, there is a new round of the Spider-Man giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. Be sure to click that bell to enable alerts so you don't miss anything. What a coincidence that all this Spider-Man, Deadpool stuff is dropping on Stan Lee's birthday. There'll be plenty of that going on today. So this international teaser just features the Shocker a little bit more prominently, so I'll explain his backstory. But typically when they release these smaller clips, they just focus more on the action of the film. So just going on the little footage that we've seen of him so far, we kind of see this story play out over the course of the trailers. So you see Spider-Man getting his ass kicked by Shocker here around all these school buses, somewhere at his school presumably. He's wearing the hoodie, so this looks like it might be happening before Captain America Civil War, before he gets that Stark Tech suit. Maybe Spider-Man barely crawls away or somehow just barely manages to get the upper hand, but then later we see Spider-Man in the Stark Tech suit, presumably later in the timeline after Captain America Civil War, stopping the bank robbery, and we see someone using almost the exact same technology to get that ATM, so that might be the Shocker too. So like he's slowly coming back into Spider-Man's life after he has his new gear, so it looks like Spider-Man just has a much easier time of taking him down. But then we get that Michael Keaton Vulture line where he's like, times are changing, time for us to change too. We see the Donald Glover scene, who's probably playing the Prowler, teaming up with the other villains like the Shocker. So it seems like the Vulture is like slowly assembling a villain team up. But the big rumor is it's the Tinker who helps them with their technology, and a lot of this is based on Avengers Chitauri invasion technology that's been left over. If you remember way back after the first Avengers film, they had that Item 47 short where they had like those two regular people that were down and out on their luck, so they got a Chitauri gun and they were going to use it to rob banks just because they felt they had no other options.
I think we should bail.
Benny, it's too late for that.
Come on, Claire, we don't know what we're doing here.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I really do, okay? That thing fell out of the sky into our laps. I mean, to me, that's a sign, okay?
What makes you so sure that the sign is pointing in the right direction?
You make me sure. Because you got it to work. Always said that we deserve better, right? So I don't want to wait for somebody to give us a chance. It's time that we took a chance for ourselves.
I hope you're right.
That also kind of reads like the Shocker's character from the comics, so that might have something to do with the Shocker's reason for teaming up with the Vulture and these other characters. So in the comics, his name is Herman Schultz. He was this really brilliant inventor who drops out of high school, but he's this really smart person, but he's kind of down and out on his luck, so he turns to crime to support himself, eventually gets his ass handed to him, thrown in prison, and develops the Shocker gauntlets, starts committing even bigger crimes, going for bigger paydays, and starts bumping into Spider-Man more, taking on the Shocker persona.
Shocky, shocky, shocky.
Really thought I'd ended you, old son, but you got more lives than a bag of cats.
So he's really good at cracking safes, like we see the fake Avengers doing here, but he also has like a relatively fluid morality. Like, he is a bad person doing bad things, but he's not completely evil. So sometimes when he has Spider-Man at his mercy, he'll let him go. Like, he won't kill him when he has the chance because he's after some big score. He doesn't want to kill people. He just wants the money. So very honor amongst thieves type person. that also might have something to do with the Vulture too, although based on the dialogue that Michael Keaton has in all these trailers, he is hardcore. Do not come after me, I will kill everybody you love. So he might be the one that crosses the line. Like, you have all these other minor villains like the Tinker, the Shocker, the Prowler teaming up with the Vulture, and they're all in it because they like money, but not because they want to murder a whole lot of people. And that's usually where your villain team-ups fall apart. You have someone who crosses the line, and then the rest just kind of bail on him and leave him for the heroes to take down. So the way they're presenting Spider-Man in this first movie is that he's like still figuring things out. He's a pretty strong hero. He has really amazing powers. He's an Avengers level hero. But as Tony Stark continues to joke, he still has a long ways to go. Let the adults handle this. Just be a kid. So he is probably going to get his ass handed to him by most of these villains at least a couple times during the movie before he finally takes them down with a little bit of help from Uncle Tony. So a lot of trailers can be a little misleading. Just remember that even though the Vulture is the big bad of the film, that doesn't mean that he's going to be like a mustache twirling villain. I don't think Michael Keaton would be playing a character if he were that simple. So in the comics, the Vulture, yes, very bad person, but he's totally screwed over by his business partner. He's actually a fairly brilliant inventor in his own right. Gets screwed over by his business partner. His only recourse is to turn to crime to save the situation. Then later, after he's become the Vulture character, wearing the flight suit, going up against Spider-Man, eventually we learn about his family that he cares about deeply. So he has grandchildren. His grandson has a terminal illness, and the only way he can finance a cure for him is to commit crimes. He also kills a gang lord to save his nephew. So he's not above crossing the line when it comes to his family. So, that's really like where the heroes step in, where it's like, we all care about our families, but there's a line that you don't cross. Like, you don't murder people in cold blood. So it just all comes back around to great power, great responsibility. So you guys can let me know. Let's talk more about the villains of Spider-Man Homecoming. What do you think is going to be the point at which they team up, and what do you think is going to be the big point of contention that causes them to fall apart, allowing Tony Stark and Spider-Man to take them all down? Because it sounds like the upgrades that they go through the course of the movie make them this invincible bad guy team up, at least from Spider-Man's perspective, like too hardcore for him to take on by himself. So something bad enough has to happen for Tony to get up off his ass and come help Spider-Man out, like, oh, okay, I wasn't going to do this, but now things have gotten so bad that I need to put my armor on and step in. And given that Tony causes as many problems as he solves, it sounds like the Vulture is going to be more than a match for him. So something's going to have to happen to cause this villain team up to fall apart. Usually it's the idea that none of the villains or most of the villains don't care about each other. No honor amongst thieves thing. Like usually, one person in the group has no honor and the rest of them abandon him. So that sounds like that's going to be the Vulture character. But like I said, because it's Stan Lee's birthday today, they announced some special Deadpool, Wolverine movie stuff going on. So I'll do a video for that next. That might not post till tomorrow morning, but there's going to be all kinds of Wolverine, Deadpool stuff happening early in the year. So 2017, starting it off right, it's going to be awesome. So I will say congratulations to this week's Spider-Man giveaway winner, A. Ryan. You win a $20 Amazon gift card. Be sure to private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. There is a new round of the giveaway that starts now. I'll announce the winner when I post that Wolverine Deadpool video. So get hyped. 2017 is going to be so awesome. I like to go into it feeling very optimistic about all the stuff that's coming, especially given all the sad stuff that's happened late in this year. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here to watch the longer Spider-Man trailers, and you can click here for a brand new Arrow trailer. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.